Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back again with another celebrity reading. This time it's on Kendall Jenner, the queen of cucumbers. So I realized that she's the only Kardashian/Jenner that I haven't done a reading on ever. So I guess that says a lot about Kendall, but I'm willing to do the reading now. I'm going to look at her life, what's going on, her and Devin Booker, who's so hot, their relationship, and just see if we get any tea on her, see what's going on. Remember, these readings are all at different team members only, and let's get started. So let's start off with Kendall being on the left and Devin Booker being on the right. Now, why did he show up as a fucking empress? Girl. Okay, cucumber queen. Now, why is he an empress? Hold on a minute now. Now, why is the emperor reversed? Oh, my God. Okay. Well, then. Are cucumbers vegetables or fruits? Anyways, so judgment card is upright for Kendall. So Kendall being the judgment card is quite interesting. That's about public perception, which I'm actually surprised to see. It's also about like camaraderie or support. So I'm actually quite shocked that she showed up as a judgment card, which to me, there's a part of her wanting to put something out there in the public. So I see Kendall as a little bit more calculated. I mean, she's a Scorpio, I guess not super shocking, like her mom. Calculated and strategic than all of the other girls. This is not what I was expecting at all. Judgment says that you only see what she wants you to see. You will not see what she does not want you to see. The reason why she's pulled back is because she's more in control. The Four of Wands is her environment, which means she's very obsessed with keeping her space safe. I think the Four of Wands, I mean, obviously that's a home, so she definitely, there's an obsession with home or lifestyle or home decor or something there. But regardless, real estate bitches are shaking. But regardless, the Four of Wands is about her safety net and her home and family. And Empress is there for him. So Empress is about nurturing. It's about loving. Think of it like mom energy. I'm not really sure why he showed up as an empress there. To me, if I were reading this for a regular couple, I would say that he's extremely sensitive. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a part of him that we don't see that's just a little bit more sensitive and open. If I were to say one person wore the pants, it would be her. I think there's a part of him that kind of needs to be told what to do, and almost like whipped into shape. So I think there's that aspect. It might not be on the surface, because I see Kendall's very smart, so she might be able to get people to do things without them realizing it. But I would definitely say that there's a part of him that almost like needs like a mom figure, like someone to kind of like help him along. I think that she likes being in a dominant position. Out of all of the girls' energy that I've been in, I would say Kendall is the most dom of them all. And that doesn't mean that she's not submissive in her relationships. It just means that her energy is a little bit more in control. I don't think she'd ever let someone get one over on her, to be honest. And I think that there's a part of her, Emperor is reversed and Lover's card is reversed. She's definitely worried about losing control in relationships. And I think she's also the Eight of Pentacles reverse. To me, I see that as her sisters. So the Lover's card is about the loving bonds that she shares with others. That's mirrored through her friendships and through her relationships. I mean, her sisters and siblings and mom and stuff. And I see her looking as, especially with judgment cards, means she's a judgmental bitch behind closed doors. I do think she's a judgmental bitch just behind closed doors, just to like her sisters and stuff, because the Eight of Pentacles is reversed, which means she sees her sisters and the people around her as investing a ton of time and effort into shitty relationships and shitty people, and she just doesn't want to do that. She does not want to do that at all. She's like, you guys invest in the stupidest things. They're one-sided relationships. They're simple people. I don't care about this. You give up your control to other people. Like, for her, there's a side to her that's just like, that is stupid and you're dumb. Interestingly enough, I don't think she's 100% wrong. I do think out of all of the sisters, she's the one that probably is the most right about their relationships and their dynamics that they share. I just think that she's probably jaded at this point and real pissed off about it. I don't know. I don't really see her as having a lot of expectations. The Ten of Pentacles is long-term success and money, and the Sun is happiness. So I just see her as very self-motivated and self-focused. So I think for her, she kind of really doesn't give a fuck. And I think that's what men or women, whatever she's into, I think that's what they like. The fact that she just doesn't really care. She doesn't give a flying fuck. Yeah, no, she doesn't care. I really think she cares more about money and business. For me, I'm going to be honest with you. I just see her as wanting to pivot to something else eventually. Like I told you, Four of Wands is home. So real estate or home design or home line or something. I just see her wanting, or maybe it's something comfort related. Maybe she ends up making some business that makes people comfortable, something to do with comfort or safety and security. I'm not sure. So maybe like a comfortable clothing line or something. I don't know. But like to me, Four of Wands is usually like home and a family. So maybe like something like that. Like there's just something about I just see her wanting to pivot eventually. Like modeling is something that she does not plan on being forever. The Ace of Wands reversed, the Two of Pentacles reversed, and the Tower. She has no business. She has no shame in breaking down everything she's built and rebuilding it again. In fact, there's a part of her that almost wants to do that. There's a part of her that almost wants to shed the Kardashian image. Especially because the Tower and the Two of Pentacles tells me that and the Ace of Wands, there's something she's wanted to do since she was little, and she pivoted to modeling because it was working. But there's a hobby or a passion that she's wanted to do since she was young that she will shift to at some point. She will totally pivot to it, but it's not something super big, to be honest. I think it's something a little normie related than we realize. You know how Kim wants to be like a lawyer? I can hear Kendall in her head being like, yeah, of course Kim wanted to do that because I've been talking about wanting to do something similar, whether it be like being a real estate agent or something like that. Whatever the fuck she wanted to do. I don't know what it is. But she's like, of course Kim copied me. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting from her. Like, of course Kim copied me. Like oh my God. Yes. There are a lot of regrets with her career path. The Nine of Cups is about manifestations. She feels like, okay, it's not that she doesn't like modeling. She does, but she likes modeling because she's good at it and she's successful. She doesn't like modeling because she likes modeling. And I think the Nine of Cups says that she kind of feels like, well, I'm living my life I'm living for other people, or other people living vicariously through me. Like, I feel like she did this because she wanted to impress maybe her mom, or wanted to, because it feels like, when you have a stage mom that pushes you into something, like, fine, I'll do it. I'm good at it. I like it. I think her and Gigi have a little bit more in common than they realize. Because I'm not quite convinced they still like each other, but I think they have a little bit more in common than they realize. King of Swords reverse, Devil reverse, and Two of Wands. She's mean. She has a mean streak. She has a very big mean streak. So the Two of Wands is friction, okay, between her and other people. The Devil card is negativity, and it's reversed. Okay, so that's like past trauma, negativity, and this is old beef. And the King of Swords is reversed, which says that she pushes people away. She has a habit of pushing people away when she's hurt. And when she pushes people away, she has a habit of blowing up their relationship or blowing up the friendship. So I think for her, there's a feeling of like, well, fuck you then, I don't need you. And then she destroys them. And I think that that's something that she's been working on. I think with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups, I do think that she's been trying to work on being better. The Page of Cups says that I think she's learning about, because that's like sentimentality, and the Five of Wands avoiding confrontation. I think she's been really learning how to avoid those moments, how to avoid those confrontational moments. But it just seems like she's so used to people kind of like using her that I think that has manifested her into being sometimes mean. It's almost like I'm going to get you before you get me. Or when I feel slighted, I'm going to destroy you so that you can't come back. It's self-sabotage. She self-sabotages. It has to do with people having power over her. She has this issue with anyone having power over her. Not me relating to Kendall Jenner. If someone has power over her, tries to control her, it seems like, is that Kylie? Are they good? Are her and Kylie good? Are her and Kylie good, y'all? Because this is giving Kylie, Miss Calendria, honey. Kendallina and Calendria, because this is the Queen of Wands reverse, so this is the Leo energy. And the Three of Swords is heartbreak, and the Five of Pentacles has to do with having power over each other, but that's also about being older than someone. So to me, I feel like the sisters dynamic, I think between Kendall and Kylie, I think both of them have the same trauma of like, who's going to have power over the other one. And there's a part of her, yeah, this is keeping a distance. It's Kylie. Stress and anxiety, Knight of Pentacles, reverse, inconsistency. I think Kylie stood up for herself. And I don't think she stood up for herself previously. And Kendall's convinced you're only standing up for yourself because your man told you to, or because you have new dick. You're choosing dick over me. You're letting boys get in your head. And listen, I'm not saying Kendall's wrong, because I do think men put batteries in Kylie's back. But I do think that Kylie did need to stand up for herself. And I don't think Kendall meant to be so mean, but I don't think she knows where the line is. I see both sides. I see both sides. I see both sides. Kylie, she feels like Kylie's selfish and only cares about herself, is keeping distance from the family, and Justice card is upright, which means she feels like all Kylie cares about is having her way and being self-righteous. And Kylie feels the same way about Kendall. And they're both the same. I think Kylie's passive-aggressive, and I think Kendall's aggressive-aggressive. And so I think that's why Kendall's pissed off, because she's like, if people only knew how mean Kylie could be. That's literally what she's saying. Kendall is just so upfront. Kendall is very similar to Courtney. Kendall is very similar to Courtney, and Kylie is very similar to Kim. That is exactly their dynamics. Who is this? Queen of Swords reverse, Page of Swords reverse, Six of Pentacles. I think she cockblocks someone's career. Now Kendall having the most tea out of all the Kardashian readings I've done. Hermit's upright, High Priestess, and Strength card. Trust, healing, isolation, holding a grudge. She has a grudge against someone in the industry. Queen of Swords could be an air sign, but it doesn't have to be. It just means that it's someone who's ambitious. She has a big grudge against this girl. Very big grudge. Very big grudge against this girl. Very big grudge against this girl. Cannot stand this chick. King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups. It's over a boy. King of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, lazy complacentness. Two of Cups. Is it over a boy or is it over their passion? King of Wands could be their passion. Oh, she has an issue with this chick. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if it's over the boy, but what I do know is she feels like this person is the cause of it, or put the battery in their back, just like Kylie. Why does she blame men for everything? Me to myself. The Eight of Wands, Rapid Change, Knight of Cups, Five of Swords. Like, I don't give a fuck about that person. You're immature about that. Eight of Wands, get over it. I'm over it. And Five of Swords, you're being petty. I'm going to be petty back. You know what's interesting is... Oh my god, this is kind of funny. Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, upright, and Page of Wands reversed. Saying one thing, doing another. I just see her as the type of person to not... This is gonna piss people off, but don't shoot the messenger. This is what I see. I see her as thinking that some girls are weak because they let men walk all over them, and they let men control them, and they let men do this, that. And so when she says things about certain people, it could come across as her being not so supportive of women or being a pick-me. But I think it generally has to do with her feeling like some women are too fucking weak. And she's like sick of it. And she's like, how are you so weak to a man? Like, grow up. Like, there's a part, and I don't think she articulates that well. So I think it comes across as pick-me behavior when really she thinks that there are just some women that are too weak. And this chick is fucking weak to her. She's like, you're weak. You're a waste. Get out of my way. Like, I can't stand bitches like you. I don't like girls like you who are weak. That's so fun. I'm dying. Kendall is funny, yo. That shit is funny. Why is she such a bitch? I'm kind of living for it. I mean, especially because she feels like women are constantly trying to prove themselves to men, and she just thinks it's embarrassing. Seven of Wands, Page of Wands reverse, and Ace of Cups. Why are you trying to prove yourself to someone? Stop doing it. She makes me laugh. Do you even care about your boyfriend? She makes me laugh. Oh, she don't give a fuck about this girl at all. She thinks she's an attention whore. She thinks she's too sensitive. And the Four of Cups says she has no feelings for her at all. This girl hates her too, by the way. These two fucking hate each other. This girl thinks that she's insensitive. She thinks that she doesn't give a fuck about anyone but herself. The stars of her, which makes me feel like this girl thinks that she's just like using her fame against people and stuff like that. I think they're both successful, though, which is quite interesting. And so I'm like, why are you trying to cockblock her career? I don't know. Anyways, King of Pentacles upright. I think it's more just like, I don't want to work with her. I don't want to be around her. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't like her. King of Pentacles upright, Chariot, and Death reversed. Yeah, that's back to the beginning, which is the transition in her career that she wants to do. I just see her, you know what's funny? I think out of all of the sisters, I think that she's the one that has the ability to kind of build something. I don't know, how do I word this? I think she has the ability to build something that would impress her mom the most. You know, we all joke that Kim is Chris's favorite, which I'm not shocked about. But I think Kendall has the ability to impress her the most. So that's kind of what I see. I'm surprised I didn't get much in her relationship, but I don't think it's not that I don't think she cares about her relationships. I just don't think that's an important factor in her life. I think that she has other things on her mind. So hope you guys like that. If you did, make sure you tip. There's links to my people down below. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. And until next time, bye guys.